What's up, guys? Nostal-Gi-Oh here, back with another Master Duel video, and today I'm going to be bringing you a deck profile of the Tenyi Synchro deck that is really cool and utilizes the new card in the game, Baron. And in my opinion, I think it utilizes this card the best in the entire game. Maybe I'm wrong. There might be some other decks that can utilize this card better, but not that I can think of. The only other deck that utilizes it as well as this deck is Sword Soul, and we don't have Sword Soul yet in this game. So I think this is the best card, or the best deck to utilize Baron in, and Baron is the best new card. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this deck. I do have this deck, on Master Duel, but it's on my alt, which is on my phone. So I'm doing my deck profile here. But I also have the deck profile on Dueling Book that I'm going to share the link of. So, if you just want to look at the deck and look at each individual card and stuff, the deck list is in the description. Also, just asking for future content. Do you guys like, so if I have a deck that I don't have on this account, would you guys prefer I do the deck profile on here on Master Duel so you guys can see the rarities and stuff? Or would you prefer it on Dueling Book? I do want to, get a concise answer of which one is better for the future, because I had to remake this deck twice. I'd rather just do it one time. But you know what, big YouTube problem, it's not a big problem. So anyway, let's get into this actual video. 1.5 minutes in. Geez, my intros suck, I hate them. But Tenyi Synchro. So what this deck really does, and I do have a combo video, a combo at the end. It is actually going second, playing through 3 back row, and it actually ends up being well, I mean, it is Trap Trick, so it's 3 back row really, but yeah, plays through 3 back row, which was crazy. It's just a really powerful deck, and you can do the same play going first. I tried to do the combo going first 100 times, and everybody scoops before I finish it, so we just went with that video for the combo video. Anyway, into the actual deck. Goodness gracious, long intros. Let's talk about hand traps first, because I am playing Crossout Designator as well. Only 2 right now. I only have 2 on that account, but I think I'll keep it at 2 for now, because I don't want to clunk, but you could play 3 for sure. I am playing 42 right now. So I played, our triple Ash, triple Max C as our 3 of hand traps. Max C is broken. It's absurdly broken, and then Ash stops it. So that's, the reasoning there. But then as far as just 1 of hand traps, we also play the 1 Nibiru and the 1 Effect Veiler as well. I do want to fit in the 1 Imperm in here, but that's another ultra that I don't have on that account. But, for now, I think this is fine. I think that covers just about every base. We could put in Ghost Bell as well if it sees more play, because Ghost Bell stops the Despot 001 engine pretty well. But nobody really plays Bell, so I don't think it's really a worry. I think this is the best one, because this is behind Ash, Max C, Nibiru. Effect Veiler is there as well, because Striker really plays it over Imperm. So that's why I went for Effect Veiler over Imperm. Now, for the actual core of the deck, we did play a lot of the Tenyi cards. So we played 3 Adhara, 3 Vishuddha, 3 Ashna, and 1 Shithana. So these are the best ones, the 2 7s. They are the best for special summon, normal summon Red Rose, and then that's full combo. You sync for Baron, and then bring out Rox Rose, search Basil Rose, activate Basil Rose, special back the guy, and then you have Hauki Fibrax Baron. So that's all from one of these 2 and Red Rose. So that is really, really powerful. However, Adhara is also incredibly powerful because it makes Hauk, really. That's the real reason. It just makes Hauk the easiest in the entire deck. It's just a level 1 tuner. You can just special summon out Cyber Dragon, but not really Cyber Dragon, actually more so Evil Hero Prodigy. That was probably a really niche, odd example, but it just special summons out even if your opponent doesn't have monsters. And then we play the 1 Chthana because, well, first off, we play this, so it just adds a little bit of versatility to this card. Playing the 1 Chthana, it's fine. It's also level 4, so you can special summon it and then summon the Red Rose and then sync into Shooting Riser, send Snow, and then still bring out Hauk. So it's just another essentially one of these. It's kind of worse because it doesn't make Baron full combo. It makes Shooting Riser full combo, but that gives you a Snow in the Grave, which is pretty powerful. So I really like that engine of the Tenyis. And we also played triple Vessel and triple Heavenly Circle. These cards just add a lot more power and versatility to the engine. And Vessel plus either one of these is so plus ultra. You special out one of these, link it into Monk of Tenyi, activate Vessel, dump the other one, so you have either follow-up or just like another guy in circulation, and then search at Hara, specialty at Hara, and then you have Hulk. So that's just another 2-card combo that makes Hulk very easily. And we play good protection to make it so the Hulk combo goes through. But you also, like, the main combo makes Baron first. So that's kind of the idea of the deck. So yeah, then next we play the Red Rose engine. Triple Red Rose, 1 Rocks Rose. If you don't know what this does, Red Rose, whenever it's synchroed with as a material for a synchro summon, you can special summon the Rocks Rose from your deck, and then what Rocks Rose does is when it's special summoned or normal summoned, you can add Basil Rose Shoot, which is essentially just a monster reborn for the Red Rose or the Rocks Rose Dragon monster. So essentially, you know, like I said, you summon this or summon one of these, and then summon the Red Rose, and then sync Baron, and then you have 2 monsters to make Halki Fibrax with, Under and Omni Negate. So it just, you know, ensures your combo goes through. Everybody today that I've been playing this with has scooped when the Hulk hits board and Baron's on the field. Every single person. I mean that every single person. I think I played 8 games. I lost 1 game just on some dumb, you know, skill drain. I lost the skill drain. I bricked. It was really bad. He had Gamma for my 1 Hulk effect, and then I passed on Hulk, which is not something you want to ever do. And then he sets 3, summons an insect monster like some vanilla guy, and then just has skill drain and stuff, and I couldn't out it. I just couldn't get through it. But that was the 1 game that I lost today. Every other game, I just, like, completely dominated my opponent. Anyway, so that is the Red Rose engine, the hand traps. That's basically all of core. Now let's talk about, like, the bricky cards. So Snow is a kind of a brick on its own, but you send it off of Shooting Riser, which is very accessible through the extra deck, making Yazi, bring out Marimar, and then you can make Riser, and then send Snow for an additional interruption on your opponent's turn, which is pretty good. The 2 Ying Zing bricks that we play, due to the Danglong package, I guess technically 3 with 9 pillars, but this isn't the worst to draw, because then you can, like, still make Danglong, search one of these instead, and then just, like, you hard drew the negate. It's whatever. It's just a card you don't get. But yeah, we played the 1 Suani and the 1 Chi-Wen. The reason we play 2 is so that we have follow-up guaranteed through the Ying Zing, because if we do the base combo, which just ends on Herald of Arclight, Boral Savage, and 9 Pillar Set, if they can actually play through that, 9 pillars, when you pop your own Suani or Chi-Wen, you get to float, which actually gives you that basic follow-up of an additional monster for the next turn. It makes it really easy to make Unicorn access code and then kill your opponent the next turn. And it's good. I think playing the 2 it's worth it. And if you draw 1, you can't do the base combo anyway. So yeah, playing 2, it just hits every base. I think playing 2 is pretty optimal. And these are definitely the best 2 targets to play off of it. The other bricks is the Despot 001. This card sucks to draw, but it's not always the worst thing in the world to draw, because if your opponent Ashes or Imperms or Effect Veilers your Hulk, and you didn't normal summon, you can normal summon Despot 001 and then link with that in the negated Hulk into Auroradon, and then still full combo. So, you know, drawing this and then your guy getting stopped by non-destruction, like not Gamma or like Nibiru or anything, you're in the clear, and it's like really powerful. As long as you didn't normal summon. Then we also played the O-Lion. This card is really insane for the deck. You know, for the base combo, when you have the Auroradon, you pop your own Auroradon and one of the tokens bring out O-Lion. And then that makes Danglong Boral Savage from there, which ends on your basic 3 negate combo that the deck can do off of just a Hulk, you know, 1 resolving Halki Fibrax, which is pretty crazy. I think that is okay. And then we play Destrudo and Marimar. These are mostly to access the Yazi combo in the extra deck, but it also makes the Shooting Riser. Marimar doesn't come out too frequently, but it's just so powerful that it warrants the 1 brick in the deck, in my opinion. And then we also play the Destrudo. You know, Destrudo can be a combo piece if you draw it, and 9 out of 10 times the board is so powerful that it's pretty, you know, difficult for your opponent to break. So paying the 4K doesn't really come up too frequently. The only decks that can really play through it is like a God Hand by Drytron or Adamancipator. That's typically the only hand that, like, can really play through this. And then potentially the Mirror as well, because the Tenyi adds like a lot of resilience to you know, breaking boards, just being able to summon out a bunch of monsters, and one of them being a potential bounce as well. It's just really powerful. But yeah, Marimar and Destrudo are pretty powerful just in general. I like them. I like them in the deck. You don't have to play them, but I do like them in the deck. I guess, you know, realistically you could cut these 2 bricks, play 40. But they add a lot of power to the deck. I just like them a lot. I think they're really cool in the deck. The last monster is Protos. This card is absurd. If you didn't play in the TCG during this card being, legal, you missed out. Well, you didn't really miss out because it was pretty toxic, honestly. This card, it's basically like an insane floodgate, and you can just blind call Dark on a board that doesn't already have Boral Savage, and then it makes it so your opponent can't summon Dark the rest of their turn, and then the next turn they can't special summon those monsters. Essentially what this card does is you call an attribute that's on the field, it destroys all of those cards, and then neither player can special summon monsters with that attribute until your opponent's next turn is over. So you just bring this out, blind call Dark, you insta win like PK matchup, you insta win Dragon Link matchup, a lot of instant wins, and this card just facilitates insta wins, honestly, and that's what it is. And then when you're going second, this card is absurd. It nukes the board of that attribute and then makes it so your opponent doesn't have follow-up or any playability the next turn. It's absolutely just insane. And this is what I end a lot of my boards with, and it's gross. And also, like, past turn 1 and 2, this card is insane. And you can actually search it off of Heavenly Dragon Circle, so you're realistically playing 4 copies of this card. It's gross, dude. It's gross. The last cards that we played that we didn't really touch on were the 2 Called By and the 2 Crossout Designator. And I did kind of touch on these cards. Now, this deck is a little bit fragile if you don't open with the Baron combo, because if your Hulk gets stuffed, it's pretty much game over. So that's why we're playing the 4 cards to help with that, the 2 Called By and the 2 Crossout Designator. In my experience, very, very infrequently people open multiple hand traps in this game. It's just not as hand trap reliant of a game. Also, all of them are ultra rare, so a lot of people don't have access to being able to play like 12 hand traps and stuff like they do in the current TCG. So I think the Designator package is just incredibly powerful. That's the main deck. Let's talk about the extra deck. So the 1 Herald of Arclight, the 1 Denglong for combo, like these are the main combo pieces. If you haven't seen the actual combo that this deck does, I do it for the most part in the combo video going second. But as soon as I get a going first combo that goes the whole way through without my opponent scooping, I will save that replay and put it up on this channel. So don't worry, that'll come up hopefully today, maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna be playing some more, grinding a little bit more ranked. I don't want to beat ranked. I'm already in platinum. I'm in high gold. I'm not in platinum yet. But I don't want to like use it all in the first couple days of the month before, like, they just need to fix rank. They need to add ranks. But you guys know. But yeah, these cards are essential to the combo. We played Yazi. This card's just really solid. Breaking boards. This card's insane going second. It happens a lot of the time. You pop 2, and then you special summon another one from your deck when this is popped. So you pop itself, and then pop something your opponent controls, and then summon the Mare out, and then the Mare can then summon Shooting Riser from there. Or you can go a weird way, weird roundabout way with like the Rox Rose or Red Rose engine. Make 2 tokens, and then summon another and make Boral Savage. I think I do that in the going second play. Like I make Yazi and then make Boral Savage or something. It's pretty gross. Riser is another really good card that you can make early in the combo, or like, on the alternative combo where you don't make the Baron, and send the Snow for an additional, additional interruption. It's pretty good. We play the 1 Baxia and the 1 Draco Berserker for mostly going second. I mean, you're not going to make these cards going first, but they're just really powerful, like, break board or kill you cards, and these are just really good. And the Boral Savage for the combo, for the base combo. Your combo gets this, the Danglong Negate, and the Herald, so it's a really, really good base combo. And then the last synchro we played was the Baron. Once again, this is for the combo with the Tenyi level 7s and the Red Rose. It's insane. Like, it's just really, really powerful. And if you want to go for it, you can special, like, depending on the hand, you can, like, even special Adhara, link it in the Monk, and then, like, activate Vessel, search one of these, and then special this, and then go Red Rose. And that's, like, a kind of roundabout way to make the, like, uber powerful combo. But it's insane. Like, it's just so powerful. Putting up an Omni Negate before combo is just, it's gross. I mean, we see that in the Brave engine in current TCG, and we don't have the Brave engine. This is as close as we can get to that, and this deck just makes that so insane. Next we played the Double Monk. This, I think you only need 1. I've only made 1 so far. I only ever really used 1, but I've been in this scenario in like current TCG and stuff where you want the second one. It comes up. It definitely comes up. So I don't mind the space. The extra deck space isn't too tight to play, to warrant having to only play 1. Next is Hulk. This is like the best card in the deck. It makes your combo happen. Shaman. This card is the worst card in the extra deck. I actually haven't made it yet. I see its usability, and like, I'm sure it comes up, but I think there's another card you can probably cut. But for now, once again, like I said, it's not like unbelievably tight. You know, we make all these cards, but we don't really need to make any other cards. So I'm fine with this card being in the extra deck for now. And then Unicorn, access code for, you know, doing that kind of stuff. And then the Auroradon for the base, you know, combo deck, right? Say combo 100 times. How many times can you say combo? So that is the deck. You know, it's very, very powerful. It's really enjoyable. I like it a lot. Now let's go over to my other account and watch the replay that I have set up for this. It is a 2-turn combo. Like I said, I went second. This was the best combo that I could get today from like 2 hours of gameplay. So yeah, I wanted to get this video as soon as possible. I wanted to get this video up as soon as humanly possible because I think a lot of people are trying to find out what you know, how Baron is usable today. And this is, in my opinion, the best way. Anyway, let's get into this. So look at this hand. It is insane. It's so powerful. It plays through so much. They have 3 back row, and just watch how powerful this deck is. So we even drew a brick off of that. So special Vishuda, then we link it into the Monk, and I'm going to go ahead and use the Vishuda here and just blind hit one of these back row, because I don't think, you know, my opponent's going to, like, what are they going to interact with, right? Like, called by that, do it. I don't care. We go Vessel, and since we already have access to all the other guys, we just send a Vishuda for the next turn. Special summon out the Ashuna, normal summon the Red Rose. Now here is where your opponent has to stop something, because now you put up Baron, you get a pop, you also have a negate. This essentially just outs all of their back row, everything they could do unless they have hand traps. So we're going to link or Synchro summon into the new man himself, Baronne De Fleur, or lady, I think it's a lady. Red Rose Dragon's going to special out, but my opponent does actually have called by on that. We are going to Omni Negate with Baron because this Red Rose gives us so much. It gives us a Rocks Rose and the Basil Rose shoot. So there's not really an opportunity for me to say, no, okay, fine, that's fine. This needs to go off. Red Rose specials off Rocks Rose. We search the Monster Reborn for the archetype. And then Baron's going to pop that other back row. The back row ends up being Trap Trick, which here my opponent sets a Storming Mirror Force, which is really goofy because I can very easily put up a pop. We can do it with Auroradon. I think I do it with Yazi, but it can be done very many ways. We now link into the Hauki Fibrax. Now here is where if my opponent has an out, I'm like, oh, dang, that really sucks. They don't have another, you know, a negate in hand. They don't have a hand trap. So we special 0-1 and go into the Auroradon. Now, Auroradon is going to special out 3 tokens, and then Despot's going to summon from the grave. You know, normal Auroradon Hulk stuff. If you guys haven't seen these base combos and stuff, like I said, hopefully I'll have one up today. But yeah, then we're going to sync into the Yazi, which is going to pop, you know, 1 card on both fields. It's essentially a Scrap Dragon. But you can pop itself and then special another guy from the deck. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to pop the back row. I know it's Storming. Special out Marimar. Marimar is going to summon 2 tokens, make itself a level 5. And then we're going to Synchro summon into the Boral Savage. Now here is game on board with an Omni Negate. So even if my opponent has like Gores or Trag or Battle Fader or something, it doesn't matter. Boral Savage is going to go ahead and equip, and my opponent scoops there because they see 21, 3k, 3k, that's 81. That's game on board. So that is what the deck can do. It's incredibly powerful. This was going second. If you go first and put up the board, it's really, really hard to out. Like I said, it can happen. You know, Adamantipator can special summon Analyzer and then stop something and then summon Mirror Wall and then special summon Researcher, and they can get into it. And then, you know, if if you stop all of that and they have Block Dragon, well, that's game, right? Like some decks in the game are just so powerful that they can actually out these kind of like 3 negate boards, but still, hey, you know, it's still really cool. You can put up a 3 negate board with actually, and that's the base combo is 3 negates. You have the Boral Savage, Herald of Arclight, and the 9 Pillars from Danglong. But if you actually have the full combo, not the base combo, you have Baron on top of that. So that's going to be a 4 negate board. Gross. Gross. 4 negate board is really good, and that's all from a Hulk and you know, from a Hauki Fibrax. And if you have the level 7 Tenyi and Red Rose, that's all that you need. You can put up a Protoss on top of that. Oh my goodness, it's insane. It's insane. Anyway, that is it for the video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Once again, you know, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff, you know, always. And if you shop for IRL, you know, physical cards, I do have the affiliate link in the description down below. Also, in the description down below, we have the deck list for this deck. So if you want to go over and check it out, you know, you didn't like my roundabout deck profile where I go through engines and stuff. Hey, it's down there. You can click on it. You can look at the whole deck yourself. It's down there. You just got to find it. That is it. Have a good week. Goodbye.